Good morning, everyone. How is everyone doing this wonderful Tuesday morning? I myself am running behind. I don't even actually have an earbud in yet to hear the broadcast in case there's any audio. I did just get that plugged in, so let me see if I can get it connected. Yep. Now I'm good with sound. Hope y'all are doing well with life. A couple of updates. My coworker that had a medical issue the other night is okay, and they did do an MRI and find out she did not have a stroke of any type. All she has is a urinary tract infection, like I had mentioned, and that can really mess with your mind if you're an older lady. It happened to my grandmother. She was seeing hallucinations of little kids running down a hall, and she was perfectly sane. And my coworker is perfectly sane, but she was really out of it. So hopefully they'll get her some antibiotics and get that infection cleared up, and that will clear up her mental capabilities. They said she'll be in the hospital for at least a week. So that's no good. And they said they're also going to have to do a blood transfusion, which is kind of weird to me. I couldn't figure that one out. I'm thinking maybe it could be because of the infection. Maybe the infection has attacked her blood and her white blood cell count is low, so they need to do a blood transfusion to get her white blood cell count up to fight the infection. But that's all I can think of. That sounds pretty logical to me. But anyway, she's doing okay. I'll get on past that. So, last night in my pocket, I carried my Flytanium Arcade clone, which is currently missing the sides of it and the clip, because when I got home this morning, I took those off because I'm going to anno them. And then in my back pocket, I had my Benchmade Anthem clone with the new clip on it that I got from MXG. So if y'all remember, it used to have that crazy clip that matches the scales that was way too oversized. And MXG makes a perfectly sized one for this knife. It's perfectly flush with the end of it here, and it looks way better on the knife. So since I got that clip in yesterday, I decided to see how the clip worked, and it is very tight and strong. Titanium clip. So that's cool. Good morning, Mr. Pete, by the way. Got quite a few things, exciting things to talk about this morning. Let me get some stuff brought up, because like I said, I was running a little late. So I don't have any kind of browser windows brought up, or the Discord brought up, or anything. Let me see. Looks like Sever 7 got a hold of a Drift LCT, which is cool. He's been waiting a while on touching a quiet carry knife, it looks like. And he is impressed by the title of his video. I myself have touched 3 of the Drift models, so I know what they're about. Really quick, before we get started, let me show, I did go and bead blast. Yeah, I figured it was part of that pass around group. But thanks, Pete. Pete suggested that I bead blast the sides of this knife yesterday, so I did so. And this is how they looked when I got done. The bottom picture is straight out of the bead blast cabinet after cleaning them, and then the top picture is the same thing, but after adding a little bit of oil to them, because when they're fresh out, they do show your finger oil So it's better to just go ahead and add a little small coating of oil so that it gets to that natural color, and then when you touch it, it doesn't change colors. So the top is just with a little thin coating of WD-40 sprayed on it and wiped off. And the bottom is just the fresh, right out the clean sink. Yeah, Pete, that might be happening quicker than you realize, actually. But I won't tell any secrets. You'll just have to wait and see, I guess. So yeah, they looked way better bead blasted. Let's see, I did have... So last night, this was an article that came up on Reddit last night, which has a lot to do with stuff that goes on in the on my channel. Sorry, which has to do with me supposedly being the big kingpin of getting knife info to the cloners or whatever, all that garbage. When all I really did was send pictures of one knife that they never even made. And it wasn't even an American-made knife. Anyway, there was a big discussion on Reddit, which I found interesting, about a knife y'all been asking about. So this guy talks to Lemifshi and Juful quite often, I believe. And Lemifshi is interested in the Shark Nevco Waka internals. So this is a big post about he wants to see the internals so that he knows what they look like. And this guy's reaching out to see if anybody has one they're willing to disassemble for a few pictures. So down here in the comments, people talk about buying one. They get into the talk about how they couldn't believe that even Shark Nevco doesn't release the pivot tool for the knife. So when you buy one of these, they don't include a pivot tool, so you're not even able to disassemble your own knife. Which kind of sucks, but I kind of get it, and I especially get it after seeing the inside of one of these. So these are beautiful knives. The Waka. And I had mentioned that he had asked me about making one, but someone did post some pictures down here, and I was shocked, as will Pete be. But here is the Shark Nevco, and I want you to see what is in that little cup there. So in that cup, above the knife, scales, and the blade, are all the bearings. So the Shark Nevco Waka does not have caged bearings. And if you want to get superb action on a knife, you can't get any better than bearings like this, because cage ones just can't compare with grease and bearings in a track like this. That's what IKBS bearings are. So yeah, there's a picture of he's got them all back in there with grease, but there you go. So I very highly doubt that Lemifshi will produce them that way. He will figure out a way to do it with the new bearings they're using and everything. But at least he can see now what it looks like. Cage bearings never compare. IKBS is a different level. People like Todd Begg and many of the famous South African makers all made their reputation for the glassy feel that comes with IKBS. Hold achieve smoothness, blah, blah, blah. So that got into a talk. And was that a Protean? That first picture wasn't even a Waka, I don't think. One of these pictures is a Protean. Anyway, one of those pictures is a Protean, and one of them was a Waka. But I guess they both have those kind of bearings, which I did not realize. But this thread is a pretty good thread to read over if y'all are interested in that stuff. And it's just on the Chinese Knives subreddit. It just says Lemifshi interested in Shark Nevco Waka internals. Since I'm the big kingpin, I should know this, and I should be the one giving him all this info, right? No, actually, that's not the case because I'm not that guy. But anyway, that was interesting to see because we have talked about that. Secondly, just really quickly, let's see. I wanted to talk about something not knife related that well, here we go. So just as a side note, I am about to do, sorry, I can't use my phone and talk at the same time, so it's kind of annoying. So I'm going to do a new watch build, and I know y'all could probably care less, but I did want to share the fact that I think I've already bought the dial, and the dial is on its way, and this is the dial to the watch. I've got to find some super cool hands for it, but that's going to be my watch dial. I do believe I'm going to use, I want to find a set of these that will fit the movement that I'm using in my watch. And by these, I mean this next picture I'm about to send to the Discord. But I'm unable to find them so far. But I think they would look awesome on it. Let me show y'all that. Image, Discord, watch stuff, send. Alright. So that's that. Then if I could find these hands, that would be awesome to go on top of that watch face. And that brings us back around to knife related stuff. Kind of. It's my channel. I'll do what I want. Just kidding. I appreciate y'all contributing more than myself contributing. So if it doesn't make y'all happy, it's not going to make me happy. I'm also thinking about possibly using these hands instead. I've got some there are some like ones that look like knives kind of, but I thought these would go with the color scheme good. Discord, watch stuff, send. Alright, back to here. So I thought these would go good with the color of the dial. So as you can see, Professor Hackett's shirt and Nedge's got purple in him. And so I thought those would look good against the backdrop of the dial. As far as the case goes, haven't worked that out yet, but we'll get around to it. Let's see, back to where I was at. Next, I want to announce something that's super cool, and that's the fact that I am going to have a laser much faster than I anticipated. And actually, I was one click away from ordering a laser last night. I had one question to ask the guy about it, and about another friend of mine that I've made that does laser engraving on knife scales, who I'm trying to get to come on video with us, and I'm going to share his he started a YouTube channel this weekend, so I'm going to share that for y'all to follow here in a second. But he's been answering a bunch of questions that I had about laser engraving and that stuff. It also made me realize that I was totally wrong about some things with the laser. So, with a laser, you are only, so with the sticker anno service that Way of Knife offers, this is something I had not put together fully, but we will walk through it together so y'all will understand as well. So Way of Knife offers a sticker anno service where they do pictures on titanium knife scales. You send them the picture, they do it. So I assumed that they did it with lasers because that made sense to me. But then I thought about the term sticker, and I thought about the case that you cannot get all of these colors with laser, because the only colors that you can get with laser are colors that you could also get with heat anodizing titanium. So if you cannot get the colors by heat anodizing, then you cannot get the colors by laser, because that is what laser is doing, is heat anodizing the surface. So fiber lasers are the ones that you use to engrave knives and to color them. And so there's a chart of the colors that you can get from heat anodizing, which is also what you can get from laser anode. And that is this chart right here. So if the color is not on this chart here, you cannot get that color by doing a laser anode. So when we go back to the Way of Knife site, for instance, you cannot get greens any other way except with electrolysis anodization. So that means that their sticker service that they're offering is basically just like the guy that came on video a few weeks ago is doing. They are making stencils out of vinyl, and they are hand doing the pictures. And so I'm guessing that they make multiple stickers of the layers. Maybe they place them on top of each other and peel one away as they do the color underneath it. I can't think any other way that they could line them up really good other than making multiple ones that could overlap, that would have the correct colors as they want to apply them, and then peel off a layer, do the next set of colors, peel off a layer, do the next set of colors. So the reason they call it sticker anno is because they're basically putting stickers on the knives and then hand anodizing them. So now that I've thought about the laser colors and the fact that they offer greens and this whole big range of colors down here, shows me that they're doing it with electricity. I've not reached out to them to ask because they probably don't want to give away their trade secrets. But especially things like this knife, you cannot get greens from laser. So, that being said, the guy that I showed a couple of days ago on video that does laser engraving, and we were talking about how big his laser was and whatever. I have actually figured out the exact laser that he has, and I almost bought the exact same model last night, or one very similar. And I'm within a few days of actually buying one, and it looks like it will ship in 3 or 4 days. So actually by this time next week we could be practicing doing some laser engraving, but I wanted to show y'all just a few of his posts on what he can do. So these are the colors that you can get from Laser Anno, and what you can get from his laser, which would be the same basic model that I would get. So you can get these colors. And pattern. So this has been my this has been the guys teaching me, or answering some questions for me, should I say. Let me show y'all again some more of his posts. So Laser Perfect Customs is the name of his thing, and he has lots of videos where he shows the laser engraving of the scales and clips, colors, pins, knives. He does some super cool stuff. So he annos and then lasers patterns. I will be having one of these lasers very soon. I told y'all I would get one, and I will get one very soon. I can't wait. I'm very excited. I thought I was let down a little bit because of the color thing, but after watching some of his videos here, I think I'm going to be kept busy for a while and not be too disappointed in the color thing. Because I'll be able to get plenty of colors and patterns and color and pattern. So, super cool stuff you can do. I do want to share his YouTube channel. I told him that y'all would subscribe. He just started it this weekend because he had some people that well, I don't even see the well, where's it? Did he delete that post? Well, he might not want me to show it on my YouTube channel. Oh, never mind. I was like, wait, did he delete it? No, he didn't. So this is his YouTube channel. So if y'all feel like subscribing, please do so. It's called Laser Perfect Customs. It is at Laser Perfect Customs. And he's going to start posting some of his stuff that he does. He's also on Instagram. Good morning, Knives Are Life. And Ron Crow. So, yeah. I told him I would share it, and y'all would help get his subscriber count up. He's at 13 right now. You can see I'm subscribed. I will subscribe with my other email also. Try to get him up there, but I'm going to post the link in the chat just so y'all can subscribe easy. But this guy has been my mentor a little bit on lasering. And I will show y'all the actual machine that he uses really quick. It is a 30-watt fiber laser. I am debating on getting a 30-watt or a 50-watt. I kind of want to go to 50-watt because I'll be able to do deeper etching. But then again, you can do deeper by doing it layer after layer after layer. You can keep going down more and more. So I don't know that I want to spend the more money right now It'll be like 500 more bucks, 600 more bucks, 700 more bucks for the next model up. So I don't know that I want to pay that when I'm just starting out for that. But this is the model machine that he has. Let me show y'all. Give me just a second. And it does have about the same volume as the ones that I was showing the other day. So it's not way bigger like was said in the channel. So this is the laser that he currently uses. Oh yeah. Yeah, the laser etching is just like you would, you can go as deep as you want, Lone Star. Oh, thank you. I didn't see you in the channel there, but I believe that's the laser he uses. And I did find there's a lot of companies that make, 30, 50, 100 watt lasers. And a lot of them rebrand the same lasers, same laser units. Oh yeah, let me go subscribe. Let me go follow him on Instagram also. If y'all want to do that, you're welcome to. Having the machinery is not the part that matters. Anybody can buy the machinery, but it's having the will to learn how to do these things that really sets people apart. Anybody can buy the machine, so that's no secret. It's having the knowledge and ability and skill to learn how to do it is a whole nother thing. So, but like I said, there are a lot of fiber laser companies that all use the same kind of units. And they're basically, they just stamp their name on it and sell it. And yeah, so that's super cool. I told him, I haven't talked to him much, but I did tell him a little bit that I like trying to show people how to not be scared to do stuff themselves to their knives. There's always going to be people who don't want to do stuff and want to send it off to have it done. And that's perfectly okay too. But I like people that, want to take the time to learn themselves and learn how to work on their knives themselves. So I like kind of sharing that. So while I'm thinking about it, might as well go ahead and do this ano real quick. I don't know what color I want for these inserts for this knife. So I think maybe I'm going to go look at the color chart again really quick and see what kind of color I want to go with for this time. I will bring it up on screen for y'all to help me look at, decide what we want to do today. So I was thinking maybe somewhere, I've done 73 volts the last few times, and that got that cool purple color. I was thinking about going up and doing a high voltage green again. I did let them sit in multi-etch, and multi-etch helps get those higher voltage colors easier. So I think I'm going to go up and see if we can get some kind of green from it, because I think that would look good against these scales and behind the clip. So I think I'm going to do a high voltage green. All the other colors are pretty easy to do, and it's harder to get a good green. And since I did use multi-etch on these little pieces, and they are little pieces instead of a whole scale, I think we might be able to get them up to that high voltage. So the TSP that I used last time in this solution, I did not like. I'm not liking the TSP. I didn't get as good a results as I did with just the sodium bicarbonate or baking soda. So I emptied it out completely, cleaned it out this morning, put some new distilled water in, and started over with some sodium bicarbonate. That's all baking soda is basically, but I did buy some. I do have a bottle of professional sodium bicarbonate chemical, 500 grams. I got half a kilo, got a half a key of the real deal stuff, so that's what I put in there. But it's the same as baking soda, basically. So I got my negative attached, got my positive sitting here, got my little wire here. I'm gonna turn on my power supply, make sure nothing's touching, make sure my amperage is cranked up. Let's see. Yep. And then I'm gonna go to, basically gonna go as high as my power supply goes. It's not gonna go much above 95 volts. I just know it because I've used it before, but and then we got some other knife stuff to talk about, so don't think this isn't going to take but just a second and I will be done with this. But let me get a glove to grab these out of the water I got them sitting in. So as I told y'all, if you're not doing it, just make sure to leave them sitting in water, because that way they won't oxidize. There's no oxygen, there's no oxidization. So just leave them sitting in distilled water as long as you want to. Titanium doesn't rust, so they can sit in there indefinitely until you're ready to anode. And like I said, then you can anode. I believe this gentleman, Mr. Laser Perfect Customs, is busy at work, so he don't be offended if he doesn't respond to what you said, Pete, or whatever. He's got meetings, I believe, kind of like you do. So you know the feeling. Gotta work, make a living. This hobby doesn't pay for itself. Alright, so I'm going to pull these out of here. And I'm going to use one of the holes on the end to hold both of them. Where's the other one? I always fill up these cups too much with water, and when I try to put my hand down in it, I make a mess. So I left them on the floor. Alright, so I got them both hooked on here. I got a mess, and I'm going in. Like I said, we'll see what the voltage does here. Y'all can watch the colors as they go. I should hold a little camera to the side. We're getting the cool gold colors. About to start going through the blues and purples. Yep, there's the blues. Now we're at some purples. Good morning, William. Back to some blues. We're at 82 volts right now. 83. 84. See, this is the only problem, is when you start getting up to these higher voltage, you can't get it past that threshold, and I don't know why. I don't know if I need more sodium bicarbonate, but it's creeping up super slow. It's only at 85 volts right now. Lunch at Arby's, they've got the meats, I've heard. I don't know that we're going to get to a green, but it is steadily climbing, so I'm going to let it sit. We're at 86 volts now. I'm thinking I might need to try thicker wire. I used to use thicker wire, but I've used the same thickness wire and gotten greens before, so I've got some thicker wire. I need to bend it into the shape to where I can hold both of them at the same time. We are getting up into the green though. Oh my God, about knocked over my light. But I do have some thicker wire that I can use. So I'm gonna try to make a double holder like this one out of that wire. I do have a slab of titanium that I bought specifically for that. And I've gotten plenty of green colors. Now I've got a piece of aluminum actually that I'm gonna bend and make a cathode with, or anode, whichever one of the two it is. I can't remember. But this spoon works fine. It's steel. It doesn't. We've got a cool green color. I mean, that's what I was going for. We're actually close to 90 volts right now. So it's doing its thing. I might need to add a little bit more sodium bicarbonate. Like I said, I did just mix this up this morning. 91 volts. Power supplies, it's hard to get these high green colors. Like, ask anybody who's done it. And it's tougher. I want to get a real big one with like 10 amps. I don't know if the amperage matters all that much, but yeah, we've got the green color I was looking for. I was just kind of letting them sit while I talked. But let me turn off my power supply, get stuff unhooked. Put the little wires up over there. Where did my lid go to this thing? All right, here. See you later, William. Have fun at Arby's. Green, purple, blue. What looks green, purple, blue? The scales? I hope not. Let's see what they actually look like, though. Get this water off the table and off the floor here where I made a mess. All right, let's see what we got here. Straight out of the distilled water. We've got that green color I was going for. And they look like they match. That was the important part I wanted to try to get. And this color is, like I said, my light makes it look a little different than what it really is. It's more of that color. So that's what I was going for, and that's what I got. So I would call that a success. I'm happy with that. I said I wanted green, and I got green. Muddy in the backyard and the dog found a squirrel. Oh no. See you later, Bo. Have a good day. All right. So you can see we've got the green now. I am going to do the same thing that I did yesterday with the oil situation, because like I said, when you touch it with your fingers, it's going to change color regardless. So why not just help it a little bit and go ahead and get it oily. So I'm just going to spray a little bit of WD-40 on both of them. I'm going to wipe it on. Of course, you don't have to do this, but I'm telling you, your fingers will get it oily after a while. And it'll show spots until you get oil everywhere. So one of the things I've learned to do is just to go ahead and give it a little small coating of WD-40 and get the oil thing done. And then when you touch it with your fingers, it won't change color. So that's just another little quick, easy tip. Kind of like my Carta, as it ages, is going to soak up the oils. Well, titanium does too. So like I said, why not just go ahead and get them a little oily. All right. So now we're good. Now they won't change colors. So I'm going to reassemble these on the side and see how it looks. This one goes on this side with these two screws. How are y'all doing this morning? Y'all buy any cool knives last night? Maybe a nice Warncliffe that you've been wanting for a while? Maybe something else? I myself bought a few knives last night. Alright. So that's the look of this knife now. I've got some yeah, Pete might be guilty of buying a knife last night. But who am I to tell another man's business? Good morning, Waylon. How are you, sir? I'm guessing, Mr. Whalen, you saw my message this morning. I always ask you that, and you always say yes, so I don't know why I continue to ask you that. But it's just to let you know that if you didn't, there's one waiting for you. Alright, guys. How do you like my green arcade? I like it. I think it looks good. Yep, I knew you did, Waylon. But I had to mention it anyway. Like I said, I bought this MXG, makes some really good clips. I went ahead, they had free shipping when you spend over 50 bucks. They are pretty pricey. They were 25 bucks a clip, and that's super pricey, but I don't ever buy any knife parts like that, like lynch clips and all that stuff, so I thought I would splurge on this knife since I do like it so much and get a custom made clip for it. And I got an extra one for my Shaman, even though I lightning anode the one on the Shaman, and I like it a lot, and it's already a deep carry clip. But I might get another Shaman at some point made out of some different steel, so I went ahead and bought the Shaman clip, and it looks the same as this clip. It's got the hole in it. And cool thing about their clips, they come with the 2 screws you need. But there's the Shaman clip. It's a lot different than this clip because of how far back the Shaman sits. The holes, the screw holes sit way back here. But this one lines up perfectly with the end of it too. So that would look good on my Shaman. I will anode it like lightning probably if I do put it on this knife. But I'll probably keep it and save it for another Shaman. I love the Shaman so much that I'll probably get another one. But this is the crazy clip that was on this knife. So if y'all remember, it had this giant there's 2 screws floating around in this bag, so I wrapped it up in a paper towel so the screws wouldn't scratch it up, but it had that big giant non-deep carry clip on there, and it went like halfway down the knife and didn't allow it to be deep carry, and a lot of people don't like it. I like this one way better, and like I said, it's perfectly flush with the end of the knife. It's made for it. So there's that. Yeah. The wire, yeah. What are you talking about? Oh. Are you talking about the ones? Yeah, I have seen those. Are you talking, but have you seen the ones that don't show any screws? The screws are on the end? Is that the one you linked to? Because they sell clones of those on AliExpress. Let's see which ones you link to. Oh, yeah. Yeah, these are the ones. So they sell these cloned on AliExpress. I actually sent a link on the Discord to Mr. Ed about these. Whoops. Sorry. Where did I go? What happened? Did I go back or something? Yeah. Alright. So let me show you the cheap versions of these. Let me see if I can search in the Discord for modular. Yep, here they are. So these are the exact copies, clones of the Lynch, and I wouldn't be surprised if they are not made by the same people, because they look exactly the same. But they're 25 bucks instead of what he charges. Let me throw this throw that link in there. So those are the clone ones, or it could be the same ones manufactured where he buys them from. They look the same. But those are for the paramilitary. That's for the they make them for both of them. They make let's see. So the one I linked is the one with the hole in it. So that is that's this model, I guess. Yeah. That's the version 2. And that looks like the same picture. I mean, it is the same picture. So there's $60 there, and there's $25 there. TC, then if he mills his, then AliExpress just stole his picture and didn't really take the same, because it's the same background and everything. I'd like to see him doing a batch of his. I wouldn't put it past AliExpress to steal the picture, though, of course, because these are their other pictures. But the stone washing one, less than half price. I know Lynch mills a lot of his clips, but I wouldn't be surprised if he subs out some of them to somebody else with machining to do a bunch, especially when he does a big run. Like, he can't machine I mean, he could, but I think he's got too much going on now that he might sub out some of this stuff. See, he does make quite a few models now. But I believe there's other ones. I believe you can find the other ones here too. But they do look super cool with not seeing the screws, with the screws being on the end. The set screw that holds it in place is on the end. You can't really see that, but there is a screw on the end. They don't show the end. Maybe they do in this video. Let's see. Yeah, you can see them on the end there. There's two of them. I like the ones that you can get to where you can put a regular clip on the ones with the little wire, with the 2 wire slots. Is that what you were talking about, Pete? The adapters where they go in the wire? I don't see one of those on here, but I think they make them. I mean, I know they make them. But does Lynch make one? So, wire knife clip replacement. RGT makes... Well, that link didn't take me where it was supposed to go. Yeah, so those have the little... I guess he makes them too. I just wasn't paying attention. I thought they would look different. The Lynch ones, I didn't look at the little legs, and I probably didn't read. Let's see. I'm sure one of these models has those same little things that I just showed on the... So as you can see on this one, oh, that is Lynch. Duh. I'm sitting here looking at the Lynch page going, I wonder if Lynch does it. Yeah, there's the ones for Spyderco's. I guess you could put those, I don't know if the spacing's the same on all the ones with wire clips, but I would guess they're pretty close. Yeah, there's one. So evidently they make these on AliExpress too. Let's see. Wire knife clip. Wire clip replacement. Knife. Aha, so there's the actual wire clips. But where are the ones? Oh, wow. I didn't know they had those. Why didn't that take me to a link for them either? Oh, there they are. I didn't know they cloned those. $2.69. What in the world? I guess they clone everything, huh? Nothing is safe. $2.69 and $2.89. Wow. Add to the cart. Google. Come on, Blade Alchemy. Where you at? Alright, now I gotta go back. Why didn't that, oh, there they are. Yeah, I gotta buy one of those just to check them out. Report back. One of each. Alright, but that wasn't what we were looking for. We were looking for the clip like the one on Amazon, like that one. Oh well. You just ordered 4 ulti clips? Oh, you got the Etsy link, Pete? Ulti clip. Waylon, did you order the real ones, I guess? Or did you order some of those from AliExpress? How much are the real ones compared to the Slim 2.2 and Slim 3.3? Let's go look it up. Ulti clip. Slim 3.3 and Slim 2.2. There they are. Come on, internet. Act right. Wonder why it does that sometimes. I have super fast internet. It's got to be their site, not mine. Oh, wait. There we go. So the Slim 3.3 and 2.2. I don't see them on here. Oh, there's the 3.3. So they're $13.99 and the 2.2 are $13.99. So they're $14 instead of $3. It's pretty wild. I wonder if you go. Why can't I go to the actual? Yeah, let me go to this guy's shop. Unusual traffic. Oh wow, that's not where I wanted to go. That's his license. It's his business license. Why is it? Oh, because it's one of those things where you gotta pick. I got it. You gotta get 3 units. It's one of those free shipping things. It's one of the Dollar Express. So I guess I get 2 of the big ones. $8.49 for 3 of them. Not going to go through that at the moment. Make sure. I don't even know what popped up. If anything, nothing popped up. Alright. Change. Confirm. PayPal. Log in. Hope y'all can't see this. Oh, now I got a code. Authenticator app. Wow, I hate that authenticator crap. PayPal. 1, 2, 3. Continue. That bank account's fine. Complete purchase. Well, it's not doing nothing. I apologize. Y'all have to hold on just a second. Dang it. Alright. What in the heck happened? There we go. Order completed. $9.30 for 3 of them. Alright, got that done. Now, what else did I had some other things to talk about. So I'm super excited about getting the laser. That's going to be super cool. I've got to learn light burn now, which is fine. It's always cool to learn a new piece of software. The action on this thing, I've never carried this because I didn't like how that Lightning Anno looked. But I was really impressed with the action and the lockup of this thing. So, it's super, super solid. Like, there's no action or no movement at all. And I was surprised also at how sharp it was. This is a terrible piece of paper to test, but it is sharp. It is sharp. So that was cool. First time carrying that. There's certain knives I have that I like that I don't know why I like them, and the Anthem is one of them. I guess I like it because it's an integral, and the lockup is so solid because of that spring, and it's super sharp. It's M390. It's a perfect 4-finger knife. So Pete bought a knife from a guy last night, and I ended up buying 2 knives from the same guy. I got one of the other Yangi knives that I needed. So I got the YG006, the titanium and Zerk version. I got that one from him. So now I've got 5 of the 6. That one's got LMAX steel. I bought that one. And what else did I buy? Oh yeah, I got a Monterey Bay Knives Slayback XLS, which they don't have them on the site anymore, but our buddy here, Mr. Nick Shabazz, did a whole review of it.
Hey everybody, Nick here, and today I got a review for you of this big guy right here. This is the Monterey Bay Knives XLS, or extra large slayback, or whatever. It's the biggest slayback. Whatever it is, it's huge.
And this one has that ZDP.
Cool, right? But actually, before I go any further, I got to thank
ZDP, whatever the number is,
for sending this guy along. When they announced these were coming out, I said, "Hey, ZDP, yeah, absolutely, I'll check it out." I've seen the smaller version of this guy at Blade Show West.
ZDP 189,
and it was just curious and hadn't actually gotten a chance to review one.
ZDP 189.
I told him as always, I'm going to talk about the good, the great, the
bad. So it's layered.
It might be a gem, it might be junk. They still send it along. Nonetheless, we do have.
It shows right here.
Also with relatively thin stock, which distinguishes this from some of the other options out there, like the Yo Jumbo from Spyderco.
The different
some disadvantages
layers,
as opposed to a good old-fashioned. And there is no belly for the blade either, so there's no ability to rock or anything.
Trying to see where he shows the layers.
Honestly, this is, and it's relatively thin stock too.
Here you go.
You can see all along the knife here that the ZDP is actually a slightly. Can we see it down here? There was another place where it was pretty visible. Oh yeah, right there. But you can see that the ZDP is in the middle. It's sandwiched between layers of the 420J rather than being just down here. Like, for instance, you'll see some knives that have like a, there is D2 attached at the bottom there. No, this is all throughout. So it's going to have the strength of the ZDP throughout. It's just got this outer jacketing here for stainlessness. So that's a really cool little thing. And then in addition to being a cool blade metallurgically speaking with the ZDP sand mine, it is also a big old
I bought that
blade.
one. And I bought the other Yangi I needed. He gave me a good deal on them. Pete, I bought both of them already. That's what I just said, Pete. I bought them from the same guy that you bought them from. I didn't realize who that was on Reddit. It's so funny because I've bought knives from him from Instagram. Yeah, I've bought knives from him from Instagram. Well, I didn't put together that it was the same guy from Instagram on Reddit. So I had lowballed him on a couple of knives on Reddit and didn't end up getting them from him. So I looked like a jerk. But I didn't realize it was the same guy I'd already bought knives from on Instagram. So we figured all that out last night. I didn't realize who it was. And we had a good laugh about that. So he said he wasn't offended at all because he lowballs people all the time. But that was pretty funny. So there's numerous people on Reddit that I've shot offers to that I've probably dealt with other places. It's just such a small knife world. Kind of funny at times. Like, I didn't realize it was you that YOLO'd that knife last night until I clicked on your name. I had forgotten what your Reddit name was, and I still can't remember what Sever Sevens is. I think I almost bought another knife last night, or maybe I did. I forget. Oh no, some guy hit me up about wanting to buy that Kevin John mini Sabenza that I've got. So y'all know that little M390 knife that I paid $100 for? The Kevin John, this one. A guy wanted to buy this, Michael. What's going on, buddy? We just did a little anno. I did a green on this knife. You hadn't missed much. We had some laser talk. I'm getting a laser soon. I talked about a few knives I bought last night. A guy hit me up about this one, which is a crazy little $100 Kevin John M390 knife. It's that mini Sabenza with real M390 blade steel. And it actually works. Super cool little thing. And it's got M390 on it, and it is actually M390. So I'm going to pass this along to him for the same price I paid for it. But as you can see, it is a mini Sabenza. And TC, if you're still here, I meant to message you about that stupid, that other Lamia, but just message me after this video and remind me, and we'll take care of that today, if you want to. I just keep forgetting. $2, yeah, I wish it was $2, it was $100. Yeah, $100 for that little knife. Crazy. I got lots of knives for a lot less than that one. All right, what other new knives we talking about today? There was something else that I had a link to. Michael, that's awesome, buddy. Yeah, no doubt, man. $80, that's an awesome deal. Somebody posted something on the Discord. Oh. That was Pocket Check. TC posted his new little Wii. It looks beautiful. Let's go look at that thing. Beautiful knife, TC. Buddy. There's TC's new Wii. Oh, Fuchs, that's awesome. I got to get me a TCal. I really love the energy coming from that booth at Blade Show. Not to mention, I think I want that Melissa Backwoods knife, actually. That little Wii is awesome. Looks like a mini solid, kinda. Why didn't we get to see the back of it, TC? I want to see the spine. I need a spine picture. I get mad when nobody shows the spine. I know it's got a backspacer, but how big is the backspacer? It looks like it might just be in the back part there. It might curve around though. Super cool knife though. Thank you for sharing, sir. And Ed made some new lanyards for his Carter Prime, it looks like. Or he put one on that he already had. And Pete posted that, his little Civivi with his favorite pattern. I will be able to do those patterns soon, which I am super excited about. It makes me want to go look up videos for us to watch with laser etching. The Max Ace Black Widow what is it? S90V. Alright, thank you, Mr. TC. I will go back there in just a second. Max Ace Black Mirror S90V. So you got that. Yeah, that's an awesome deal for 80 bucks. Is that the exact knife you got there, Michael? Alright, there we go. Now I got my spine picture. Thank you, Mr. TC. So it's inset a little bit across the top there. Huh. So it does go around the corner, but not directly around the corner. That's different. See you later, folks. Have a good day. Yeah, quite a few people have been talking about that knife recently, the Black Mirror. Yeah, you paid half of what this guy's gonna pay, or what this guy paid. Yeah, it's out of stock. Well, I'm glad you used my Reddit trick. Now I'm wondering which guy you bought it from. Let's see. Black Mirror. Relevance. Here's one S90V and Skiffs. Sold for $123. Pictures are gone on that one. That one had Skiffs. This one sold for $100. Is it the M390 version? Wow, that'd be a cool knife to grab. I might try to hit this guy up if you didn't. If this isn't the one you bought. I didn't know they made an M390 one. See who bought it. See if it's somebody I've dealt with. It is not. Do you still have the Max Ace black mirror and want to sell it to me? Thanks. Yeah, so I usually just go to his first post. He doesn't have any posts, so I will go to one of his comments. I will reply to his chat with a chat, so he'll get a message, and that's how you do that. Then I go back here, and I go back to the next one. M390, 4 months ago. Which one did you buy? Fred has the custom, the one of the Wii knives. Are you talking TC? Are you talking about the Wii that you got? Well, that's awesome. Yeah, I've got the I've got one of the knives, the Bulldog, in that same handle material, I believe. That's an awesome trade, Pete. See you later, Michael. Custom maker. I'm confused, TC, by your comment. Did you mean this knife from GTC? Or the Max Ace that I'm looking at? Okay. Yeah, that sounds like something Fred would have. I'm surprised he didn't. What is the Saber arc form? Oh, that's a cool knife too. I'm surprised that's not on Pete's list. I have an arc form theory, but I'm not familiar with their other knives. So I guess the Saber is one of them. GTC, what is the name of his custom one that Fred bought? Let's see, what's it called? The Strix? Oh yeah, he showed the Sticks. Is it called the Sticks? Or no, he showed the, which one did he show? The Enigma, I think is what it is. Is it the Enigma? Oh, you already have an arc form saber. Yeah, I figured that was your type. I think it's the Enigma, TC. I think it's this one. Is that it? It's either the Enigma or the Sticks. I was just looking. I think it's the Enigma though. But the Sticks looks, no, that's not, that might, I don't know. Yeah, the Sticks, the ISLT. Which one is it? I don't know. See what else we got. The Federal. I need to go look at the blade shape of yours. Okay, so it's got the Okay, so the finger curl at the bottom will be the most noticeable part. The finger choil on the scales will be the quickest recognizable thing. It kind of looks like that, but let's see. Did that first page have that? Yeah, it's definitely not the Enigma because it doesn't have that big pronounced finger choil like this one. This Strix kind of does. That might be it. ISLT? Okay. I was thinking it might be this one too. But that's the right blade shape. Yeah, that's it. But that one doesn't have the finger thing. Are you sure that's it, TC? Because yours has that, here, I'll show you what I'm talking about. So yours has that big cutout for the finger choil in the middle of the scales. But the blade does look the same as the ISLT. The back is shaped a little different, too, on the ISLT. It goes straighter, longer back here, and then it slopes off. Where the ISLT kind of slopes off way closer to the front. So I thought it might be this one with the ISLT blade. That one doesn't have the same blade. It definitely has the same blade as the ISLT, but the handles look a little different. See, it looks more like the Commando. The finger choil looks more like the Commando. But the Commando is a little shorter. And the lanyard hole, of course the Customs might not have the lanyard hole. Which one do you want, Pete? Yeah. The double nude. I can't show that on YouTube. It's got them on both sides. It's got her backside. That's cool how it has the reversed image of the logo and everything. And that's awesome how it has her on both sides. Oh, we changed it? Okay. Yeah, you've talked about Bob Lovelace a few times, Pete. Honestly, I would be just as happy with a Rosecraft as I would a Bob Lovelace, just because I don't know the name. I mean, I know the name, but I don't have any emotional ties to the name, I guess. One of the OGs for sure. But when you get, that's just an investment more than a knife. I'd be cool with the Rosecraft that I looked at yesterday. The Clinch River. Yeah, the Clinch River is probably the one I'm going to get. I want that button lock Clinch River, I think. They still have it on their website? I didn't even check their website. Nope, it's sold out too on their website. I think I like that button lock one. It's a cool looking little knife. Guess I'll have to settle with this one. Because that's the... Oh, I kind of like that one too. Yeah, I might get that one. That one will age well. Oh, they have that one in stock too. Add to cart. So I can get the button lock and the... Oh yeah, Pete. I know what you're saying. I just don't. I just haven't. I haven't been in the knife game very long. You got to remember, I'm new to the knife game. So even though I've heard his name, I haven't learned to appreciate him for what he did as much as maybe I should have. Well, I mean, I shouldn't have, because I haven't been in very long. So that'll come with more of me reading about him or something, hearing about him. But I totally understand. I'm not faulting you for wanting one of his knives for sure. I just don't have that same appreciation yet. I haven't really gotten into many custom knives yet. I'm so young into the hobby. I'm looking forward to that in the future, turning into a Mr. Fred. But right now I'm still buying $15 Colt knives at yard sales. So I haven't gotten there yet. But I'll get there one day, Pete. I totally respect you guys that have been in it a lot longer than me, that know what you're talking about, know all these people's names, and appreciate the history of knives. I will get a custom at some point in my career, quite sure. Just having I really like GTC's work, so I like the way he's innovative. I could see myself getting one of his custom knives, one of his new ones, without any screws. I love integrals. So I would probably go along the route of some custom maker that does integrals. And GTC is a good one to start with. I did talk to Concept about getting a couple of knives from them. There's a couple more that I want to check out. I want to check out their new, well, having the normal brain fart like I normally do. I want to check out their Raven. I remember the Raven. TC just got a Raven, I believe. I want to check out the Raven, and I want to check out the Thunderhead, just because, even though it's kind of weird, I think TC's already got both of those. But TC's the man. I'm behind him. I got to play catch up. And I might check out the Quasar. I almost bought one of them at the table, but I want to check out the Raven and the Thunderhead. Sever7 asked about TC's Raven that he posted in the Discord. He asked what knife that was. I think they'll be sending me a couple of those to review here shortly. Oh, I forgot to post to show Pete's weekend carry. The Thunderhead tings when you open it. There was Pete's weekend carry. Is one of those your custom, Pete? Did I bring it up the same time you mentioned it? Oh, no, I guess you put it in knife picks. Oh, yeah, I think I remember you showing that one time. You bought that at the show you went to, didn't you? Didn't you get that at the knife show you went to close to you? I believe if my memory serves me right, you might have got that at that knife show that you went to. Yep. Thought I remembered that. We're gonna finish today with a quick video on how to use a laser. Actually, no, we're not. We'll do that on a whole separate video. I want to go over some videos of some fiber laser engraving. But here's a quick one we can watch. So like he asked earlier, if you can go deep enough, you can keep going deeper with each pass. So it'll only go a certain depth with the power of your laser. But you can make certain areas a lot deeper than others by keep going over it. But that's pretty awesome. Man, I cannot wait. The stuff I'm going to start doing. And fiber laser engraving. See if we can find another quick video to watch. Here's some stone. See, there's the same kind of unit right there. Rock engraving. That's super cool. Here's another. You can do guns too. I forgot about that. You can do slides on guns. You can do all kinds of stuff. I ought to be able to pay for the machine pretty quickly after getting it, after I get it dialed in and get confident in doing that stuff. But you can also do color on stainless steel. So that's cool. Another quick video. You can keep going it deeper and deeper and deeper. That's what she said. Yeah, I can't wait. I'm super excited. So here's basically the same model that I'll be getting. Same model that Dude has. And like I said, they're all set up. They're all got different tags on them. But you can get the rotary tool, the rotary thing too, that lets you be able to spin cups and do that kind of stuff. But it's pretty much unlimited what you can do with one of these things. If you wanted to start an Etsy shop and make jewelry or make anything, I mean, you can do it all. I can't wait to see what I come up with once I get it. Making some cool titanium pins would be awesome. But they make a rotary attachment. Let me see if I can. Let me show you the rotary thing. So they make a little. Yeah, they make this thing right here that comes with it. And the one I'm going to buy, I think, is going to have this little thing. So you can set up the program to go around objects like that. So that's how you do patterns for like pins and stuff. But that's basically the same little unit also that I'll be getting. Yeah, here's a 30 watt with, that's the exact basic same machine I'll be getting. But you can put tumblers in there and do whatever kind of engraving for companies. So I'm really excited. Getting learning light burn is going to be fun. But being able to do custom tumblers and stuff will be super cool too. And be able to put cool pictures like that on tumblers or whatever you want to. Pretty awesome. It's kind of unlimited what you can come up with. Like I said, anybody that wants to do an Etsy shop would just go crazy with one of these. I'm not sure if I want to get this 50 watt version like this one or the 30 watt version. The 50 watt version does have a little bit bigger work area, but the 30 watt is 6 by 6 inches, and I can't think of anything at one given time I would want to do that would be bigger than 6 by 6 inches. Like just about any knife scale will fit in a 6 by 6 square. So, see you later, TC. Have a good one. Pete, yeah, I just, every time I ask you about some art stuff, I always feel bad because you always seem so busy, and so I just kind of quit asking because I know you got so much going on at home and work and all that. So I would love to have somebody on standby that can help me with some graphics, but I don't feel like you're that guy because of how busy you are. But maybe after I learn the software, you can help me some. Maybe I can make it easier for you where you'll have time to do it. But I don't want to be that guy that asks you, so I kind of quit. That's why I've been trying to do all that stuff on my own. But yeah, I appreciate you offering. But yeah, I can't wait to get started on it. I will more than likely have one within a couple of weeks, I would say. Well, all right, guys. Anybody else got anything they want to look at or talk about? I think I've talked a lot of knife stuff this morning. Did a little bit of the RT Agile popped right up first thing. There's our buddy Buckaroo Bonsai in the chat. I mean, on the Discord, and there's him doing his daily "What are you carrying?" post on knives. People are trashing this guy for selling Jufull knives on eBay and doing a markup, but by the time he loses what eBay takes and shipping, he's not really making too much. I mean, these are 151 if you just buy them. Plus, you don't have to wait on the shipping time from China. So people that were giving this guy hell about saying that it was calling him a D-bag, because he's really not charging very much at all. $150 for the knife plus shipping plus the fee is about $200. Like, this guy's really not making that much at all. But anyway, I saw that post earlier, thought it was kind of funny. There's some awesome pictures on Reddit if you're not on Reddit. I want to know where these Walmarts are that all these guys find these half-price knives and all these cheap knives, because my Walmart does not have them. Here's the new VCP clone. Mine should be getting here soon. I don't know why I get them later than everybody else, but there's what it looks like. I might just instantly bead blast mine to get that different look on it. I don't like that kind of shiny. I mean, I like it. It's probably nice. But it looks kind of shiny a little bit. I would like the matte finish. But that stonewall, I mean, that does look cool. That's a knife I've been wanting for a while. Looks like the action's good on it too for it being on washers. I believe it's on washers. But that should be here any day. Yeah, I don't know. What else is going on in the knife world? Can't wait to be able to do some engraving like that though. And I can't imagine what you can do with anno and engraving combined. Like we saw on my buddy's, on that guy's YouTube page earlier. The way he did that color, I'm going to show that one more time on his YouTube page. So right here, I think he's got it on his YouTube page. I know it was on, not this one. I mean, that's super cool too. But the one I was really talking about was, let's see. Let me find that post. The one he did with the, yeah, right here. This one right here looks super cool. And this just makes my mind race about what's possible with anno and laser. Because you can see on this one how he annoed it first to a nice green color like I just did. And then laser, and you can laser a different color. So that's what's cool, is he's got like the different color in between there. But some of those patterns like that, Pete, it'd be cool for you to design. And then getting them to stop at the edge of the knife is what the key part is, like about the patterning. I can figure all that out with the Lightroom software. But man, that looks super cool. I'm super excited. I guess maybe, whoops. Let me go back to see if he has any more cool posts with color that we can look at really quick. There's the rotary thing. That's awesome. So he definitely bought the rotary attachment, so I probably should too. Hey, there's a space case. If you don't know what a space case is, we didn't grow up the same. Let's see what else he's got here. Oh, look, he's got the same blasting cabinet I've got, it looks like. This is on a Rincon. Blasting, anodized, and lasered. So, you can laser and then ano, or you can ano and then laser. So many combinations you can do. Pretty wild. Yeah, I'm really excited. Especially that I found out that I don't have to spend $7,000 to get into it. I can spend a couple of thousand, and if I like it, then I can buy a nice bigger setup and do different stuff. There's a McNeese Topo. That's pretty cool. Oh yeah, and imagine what I can do with the black, turning a knife black and then putting colors on it. There's a Berg. Oh, look, is that the same one? The button barber that Fred got? Does this guy do work for Fred? Is that the same one that Ed had? That is. That's the same knife. We just found out who made the knife that Ed and Fred had. Well, there you go. Yep, Pete. I just said that 30 seconds before you typed it, or about the same time you typed it. That's pretty wild. I told you, it's a small circle. Oh, you can do a entropic ano and then laser over it too. So that's pretty cool. Alright then. I'm not going to take any of this guy's work, and he's been doing it a lot longer, but I told him it'll take me hundreds of tests before I feel confident doing anybody else's knives. I'll be doing mine for quite a while. There's a duck with just a cool pattern. So you can do milling patterns too. Oh my God, I'm hooked. Well, all right, guys. Watching this guy post his videos is awesome. And if you go back and watch this, Mr. Laser Perfect Customs, thank you for your educating me and my questions. Hopefully you can come back on sometime and show us some of this stuff live. There's some color ano. It's pretty wild. You can get a lot of colors with heat. Okay. All right. I'm definitely hooked. Dang. All right, guys. Well, if that doesn't get you excited, nothing will with knives. That is a modifier's dream. I can't wait. I'm going to end up ordering one today, I can pretty much tell. I actually I made an offer on 2 last night on eBay, and the guy didn't accept my offer, and I declined his second offer, but I might go back and accept it. Because now my mind is just racing at what all I can do. And just to know that I can do that easily now on one of the knives that I think is the coolest thing ever, that I can do my own. I could really see me quitting my job if I got far enough into this laser and have a huge Etsy shop selling all kinds of stuff. We can make custom beads for Ed. We can do custom knives for people once I get better at it. Do all my own knives. I can buy clones and engrave them and sell them. I'm just joking. I'm not joking, but that's not going to be my main focus. But anyway, guys, I appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Getting close to the 2-hour mark again. We've talked lots of cool knife stuff this morning. Kind of slow today. It's Tuesday. It's all good. Everybody's got their stuff going on, so they'll go back and watch it. If you weren't here this morning and you're normally here, hello. Hope you're doing well. I'm still wondering what happened to Mr. Paul. He's either in jail or in the hospital at this point, I do believe. And I hate to say that, but he was here every day and he hasn't been here for a week now. So I hope he's okay. I would say best case scenario, he's in jail or a hospital. Or he decided he doesn't need to spend any more money on knives, and if he hangs around us, it's not going to help. Waylon, thank you, sir. I appreciate y'all. But, yeah, I guess keep Paul in your thoughts. Mr. Keep It Scale Stupid on the Discord, Kinky with Knives. He hasn't been around for a week and he hasn't answered me, so thinking about typing his yeah, he might have gone on vacation or something. You're right. I'm thinking about typing his name in one of those just to rule out jail. One of those mobile patrol apps or whatever it is in his city. I know his address and city. So, I was thinking about checking his name out in that. And actually, I care enough that I was going to call all the local hospitals around his area and check his name. But I guess I won't freak out that bad yet. But I'm just curious. I care about people and hope he's all right. Want to let him know there's people that are thinking about him and worried about him. Yeah, I think I might do a little searching, Pete. See if I can figure out, do some sleuthing. Anyway, guys, appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Excited about the laser, if you can't tell. Should be some big things coming up on the channel in the near future. Anyway, we'll see y'all tomorrow morning. Y'all have a great Tuesday. Peace.